Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's new makeup releases. We are going to chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced and sneak peeked, and I'm going to let you know what I think about it. I have some questions about some of the things that are coming out, and yeah, I'm just super excited to be diving in. I'm wearing a fierce eye look today. I feel super pretty, so let's just jump in. Let's dive right into the new makeup releases, and let me just scooch you to the side. Let me talk about the thing that I bought. I almost feel like, okay, there is a haul coming on Monday. I am in no position to be buying anything. Yet, I did. Because I did buy the thing that I talked about last week that I was very intrigued by, and it released today on Thursday as I'm filming this. When you're seeing this on Friday, hopefully it's still available. This is the new Hypernova Collection by Arian Beauty. It is bronzers, blushes, a makeup bag, and it is a matte, it's a hydrating matte fixing spray. Like, it's supposed to set your makeup down, make it last longer, feel hydrating, but still look matte, which sounds like everything I've ever needed or wanted in a makeup setting spray. So I bought the spray, I bought the super, they call it a bright coral, like the corally orange blush. Clearly, was there any other options? And I bought the bronzer that was labeled light, medium, neutral, which seemed like a really good one. I love the R.e.m. Beauty highlighters. I have mentioned those as favorites. They were in a yearly favorites of mine. It is an amazing formula. I absolutely love it, and I'm so excited to see them come up with more things. These are said to be a satin matte, which to me sounds like something that is matte. Which to me sounds like something that is matte but not flat. Yeah, satin matte bronzer, satin matte blush. They're $20 for a blush, $25 for the bronzer, and the setting spray was $26. They also have an ombre blush set where you get a lighter and a darker in each color in the little makeup pouch, which I thought was a good bundle if you're like unsure of what to get. Overall, I'm very excited about this launch. I bought it immediately as I got the mail about like it's released. Super excited. I am gonna film because I had that new foundation from Kosmetics. There was a bunch of you that wanted me to try it out, so I have that one. I have a new concealer. I have these. Let's do a trying new makeup next week. And I also have a video that I'm preparing, which is the best and the worst of the drugstore this year so far. Do you have any drugstore products that you think I should try that was released this year that I missed? I'm preparing that video and I'm having that up in just a little bit, but let me know if there's any that you're like, I wish you would have tried this. I might. Another thing that I'm very excited about, and this pre-sale is already up, and this is Game Beauty having another collab, and this time it is with the game Attack on Titan. Again, I love gaming, but I have never played this game. But if you maybe you're super intrigued by this, I'm trying to show you some kind of a collage here with all of the things. There are 3 different quads and there's some different lipsticks representing different parts of the game. I need to read up about this. I usually get PR from Game Beauty, so I'm gonna wait and see if this one shows up. I'm not 100% sure. I really do like the things. The last collection that they had, it was so nice. I really liked what they did. That was Persona 5. That was so nice. I'm so excited to see Game Beauty have collabs with games. Like, these are licensed collabs, and I'm just so excited to see that. This fits in so well with, and I'm so happy that they've gotten to the point where they can do that. So excited. So yeah, the sale is already up on this one. Let me know if you love this game. Let me know if you love this game. I love their quads. I love me a good quad. I'm a little bit, okay, this is where the questions start to rise. I love Old Melt. Are you allowed to say that? Am I gonna get canceled? I love Old Melt. I love the stacks. I love everything that they had. So they're bringing back the paper stack. Were people like knocking on the door with pitchforks asking for the paper stack to come back? Because I feel like we wanted the plastic stack back. Like, we wanted the old school stacks back, or at least that formula, or at least that the fun concepts. Like, there was something about Melt just having honestly better, fresher ideas when they were doing the stacks, and they just feel a little, I don't want to call it stagnant, but maybe just like a little sad. They're a little tired. Now they're coming back, and it literally says stacks are coming back, the petite stacks, and they're new shades of the gel liners. The gel liners are amazing. Like, absolutely, probably some of the best gel liners I've ever tried, if not the best. But a brown stack, old Melt back? I feel like Melt and Kaleidos, they've gone down the same road where they're like, never mind, we like neutrals now. And the stack looks bulky, and I don't know. Am I being a hater? I just really don't like this. Question number 2 is Rhode is releasing a phone case. Yes, the beauty skincare makeup brand Rhode is releasing a case for a phone where you can clip on your lip gloss or your like lip balm treatment thing. Okay. Honestly, I read an article a while ago that was, you know, the resurgence of the mini bags. I have bags that are so small that I can't fit my phone in there. And I read an article about it, and it basically said Gen Z, which is not me, they basically use their phone so much that they don't even need to put it in their bag. Like, they're always having their phone in their hand, so there's no need to put it in the bag. So the bag is just for like lip gloss and keys. And I'm wondering if this is phase 2, if it's like, the mini bag was for Gen Z, and now the phone case with the lip gloss clip-on is for, I don't know, Generation Alpha, the ones that are like going through Sephora, testing everything with violence. Because now it's like, this is all you need. Your lip gloss and your phone. Maybe you need a key, but honestly, you can have a key, like the chip in your hand. Maybe that's the next, maybe handbags are going out. Now we have a phone case with a lip gloss clip-on. As a millennial, I look at this and I'm like, absolutely not. But I think that's my age speaking. Question number 3. Who had Cardi B doing a collab with NYX on their 2024 bingo card? Anyone? Anyone? No one. Me neither. I'm a little bit surprised by it. This is a new shade in their lip plumping Duck Plump that, are these popular? I don't know. I don't want to try it because I promised my lips no burning sensation in 2024. I intend to keep the promise. You're welcome. But this is a new shade, and it's a Cherry Spice, which is like a reddish shade. I would like to see how this came about. Who hit up who? Who called who? Because like Cardi B, is she known for wearing NYX? No, she's known for wearing extreme couture to the, like, she goes all in. And her sense of fashion is amazing. But, like, who called who? And also, it seems to be, like, footballs in the background. I'm like, is this for, what's it called? Super Bowl? Can you tell I'm not American? When is Super Bowl now? Is it this Sunday? I think it's this Sunday, right? Again, can you tell I'm not into football? Oh my god. I can see Samantha March like bitch slapping me through the phone. She's like, get it together, girl. It's whatever date it is. But like, is she performing? Is that why? Because that would make sense then. That maybe her manager is like, oh, she's performing, she needs a collab. Because like Fenty did that like football collection last year. Who's performing at the Super Bowl this year? Let me Google. Because I will say, just like Duck Plump, Cardi B, and football, I don't see the red thread without Super Bowl being included. Super Bowl to 2024 halftime show, Usher. That's it? Only Usher. So why is she? What are we? I feel like I'm missing something. And there are probably people like just throwing themselves over the keyboard, screaming at me in the comments. I don't get it. Okay, let's leave the question marks and let's go into this. And this is something that I did talk a little bit more about in my makeup predictions. I did a video about my makeup predictions, and I said that I think the cool toned light blush is probably going to move its way out, and we are going to see probably more like neutral blushes. And also, but I feel like I mentioned in that video, or was it in another video, that maybe a darker shade of pink that matches more skin tones, like the watermelon blush from Lawless, which is beautiful, would probably like also be a little bit more popular, so it's a little bit more wearable. And this one, the new cheek clapper from One Size in Gworly Pop, it's definitely that. Let me tell you though, these are so pigmented. There is no way in any universe that I would buy this in this vibrant pink and think I would get away with it. This is for people who like super pigmented blush or have a darker skin tone. If you're my skin tone or lighter and you don't like your blush to be like bam, this isn't for you. Just letting you know right now, you're probably not gonna like it. I do want to buy this one though. This is from Juvia Place, and this is a new complexion product from Juvia Place. I feel like the complexion products from Juvia Place has me, either I love them or I don't like them at all. And this is the Radiance Booster, and it's only $25, and it is a complexion booster, illuminating finish, blurs and smooths the skin, and it has a doe foot applicator. I'm guessing this is their version of the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Skin whatever. But I'm intrigued to try it out and see how it is. There are so many shades. They have spotted this in several stores. I have not seen it myself. There is also a Ready Set Sealed setting spray, and I am fairly sure that I'm going to try out both of these. I'm probably going to order it from the website because I want to try out another thing from Juvia's Place as well. Also, if you haven't seen, is it up yet? Did I upload it? I'm not 100% sure, but I filmed like a short. I'm not sure if it's under a minute and I can put it on YouTube. YouTube is weird about their shorts. That's why I don't put up so many shorts here. But I tried the new illuminating blush. Oh, it's so good. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So I'm so excited about this one. I will definitely be trying it out. Oh, wait. They also have my shade. It's the same shades. Isla, Bali, Vienna, Alexandria, Capri, Cairo, Giza. I remember these. Okay, so I can just get my shade. I'm excited about that. I love when brands keep the shade range between their different complexion products. Just makes it so much easier. And same kind of a product from another drugstore brand. This is from Essence. They're also doing a Magic Filter Glow Booster. Provides a perfected complexion and a soft focus effect. This is exact same thing, but it's from Essence. This comes in light, medium, medium tan, tan, deep, rich. That is a pretty good shade range, especially from coming from Essence, right? This is available now in Europe. It's probably going to come to the US and Ulta soon, but that's exciting. That looks very highlighted though, like in the swatch, that looks like highlighter. I'm very excited about this one. I do get PR from Lawless, but I have not been able to get in contact with the Lawless team since I moved, so the PR is probably going to my old address. Maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't, but if I don't get it, I will be purchasing this myself because they are coming up with new shades for the lips, and I love both of these formulas. It is the Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Tinted Lip Balm and the Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Smoothing Gloss. These are plumping but not stinging. The glosses are cooling. They are a beautiful formulation on the lips, and they're coming out with brown shades, and I'm like, I love a good brown lip, so I'm very, very intrigued by this. I don't know exactly which ones I'm going to be picking up, but I will definitely pick them up. I'm going to wait and see if magically PR shows up, because I haven't been able to change my address, but sometimes the post office catches it and they give it to me here because I have the postal system in the US confuses me, and it's not because it's confusing, it's just because it's different to me. I will say that. It's me. I am fully aware that it's me. I'm the problem. But if it shows up in PR, I will be super excited to try it. If it doesn't show up in PR, I'll just buy some myself. And I'm thinking I might buy one of the glosses and one of the lippies, like the balms, and I'll buy one dark and one light. I just need to figure out which one I'm getting in the dark and which one I'm getting in the light. These are coming February 13th on Sephora, and let me tell you, I am very excited. I have a feeling that this is going to be something that I reach for a lot. I actually looked for this in store. Me and Heather were at Ulta when we were in LA. That vlog was up yesterday, by the way, and this is the Blur Screen. Screen, not screen, not like screen, like you get it. It's an SPF 30 makeup primer. So this is a 3-in-1 primer. It blurs imperfections, grips makeup, and it has SPF 30. And I'm like, I'm excited about this one. I will definitely be trying it out. A gripping blurring primer with SPF. That sounds amazing to me. So this, a million percent I will be trying it out. Million percent, it's happening. Ooh, we also have now been able to see the new thing that's coming from Blend Money. I talked about her changing her logo last week, and now we know, and she said like it's not a big thing, it is not a palette, and it is a mascara, and it is called the Omni Lash, and I have that. Oh, it's downstairs, but I just opened the tube and looked at it. I will definitely be trying it out. I got it late last night, so I should probably have used the tape. I totally forgot. It is very exciting to try a mascara from a indie brand. A good mascara for me, I like something that gives a lot of product. I need something that lifts and curls. I don't care about volumizing. I just want something that coats the lashes, lifts and curls, and holds the curl. I will say, just looking at the brush, it looked like it was one of those hourglass brushes that is a little bit more on the bigger side. I prefer a smaller one, but there are mascaras with bigger ones that I like, so I'm very excited to try this one out. I cannot wait. Is it available? It is coming on the 9th. Oh, it's launching today as you're watching this. There is a new fragrance coming from Phlur. I really like Phlur fragrances. I especially like Tangerine Boy. I also like Father Figure, even though it's a little bit, it's like a floral perfume I actually can endure. And this one is called Strawberry Letter, and it is a strawberry Gariguette? What is that? Gariguette. Let me Google. What is that? Gariguettes are the, I'm probably mispronouncing that, by the way. I'm sorry. It's the earliest of the spring strawberry varieties and are appreciated for their exceptional taste qualities. Oh, okay. Oh, so it's fancy strawberries. Oh, fancy. Cassis leaf, love. Apple blossom, actually like. Earthy woods. Woods makes me worried because sometimes I feel like if it's like cedar woods, they just take over. And if it's agar wood, I absolutely don't like it at all. So woods, sometimes it's nice, like when it's like light woods, like birch. Oh, love that. But it depends, like driftwood, birch, I love woods like that. But when it's like cedar, agar wood, I'm not about it. But yeah, this one is available now, I think. I will link it down below. But I'm excited. I will be trying it out. It is sold in a travel size, and Phlur is one of those where I'm like, I love some of them, and some of them I'm like, meh. So we'll see which this is. I feel like I have some more questions here, but in a way it makes sense, and in a way I'm like, please make it go away. This is from Klarity Cosmetics, and this is their Valentine's thingamajig. It's the chocolate covered strawberries and cuffed bundle. Cuffed? Okay. This is launching today, as you're seeing this. Is this an eyeshadow palette with chocolate in it? Like, what is this? Editing Angie here with a couple of pointers. Why I'm saying that I'm a little bit confused during this segment, and why I seem to go back and forth, and why I seem to go in with it a little bit negative, is that I seriously thought in the beginning that this was a palette. That like these were the shades in the palette, and I'm like, why are they chocolates here? Are they like props? Like, what is going on? And I think the thing that I'm not 100% able to totally explain during this is that I don't want a makeup ad or a makeup launch to make me confused, and I am thoroughly confused during this. But I think that where I land after all of this is that this is actually a bundle with single shadows, but that isn't entirely clear in this posting. And I will say, going into this, the reason why I saved it is because I thought that like, oh, they were doing another eyeshadow palette like that cookie jar sewing kit eyeshadow palette they did, but I think this is singles. And all the things that you're going to listen to after this now is just me going back and forth and just being confused. Because I'm like, what are they selling? And I just don't want to be confused. Like, why is it so confusing? So the chocolate covered strawberries bundle has 4 mattes and 1 duochrome. And then the cuffed bundle has 3 mattes, 1 fold shadow, and 1 multi-chrome. But like, what is it? Is it a palette? Is it in the palette? Is there chocolates in the palette? I have so many questions. Is it just single shadows? it's single shadows, right? And he put them in here. Okay, so the photographer put them in here. So it's not in the box, right? It's single brands, you have got to be more clear about what you're releasing. I swear, sometimes, and I say this with love, I say this as a makeup consumer, sometimes the product reveals of things are so creative that I don't know what it is. Sometimes I see brands show their multi-chrome release in that filter that makes things look more sparkly and makes things look most, you've seen it online. You've seen a bunch of like people do that online. You know, the filter that Pat McGrath uses. Listen, I see you too, Pat. It's a filter that makes shimmer shadows and multi-chromes look more impressive than they actually are. Don't use that for your reveals. Nobody wants to see that. Show me what it looks like. What are you selling me? Because if you're showing me that, you're just selling me a dream that doesn't exist. And the same with this one. I appreciate this photo, and Arian Beauty, the person who took this photo, he is absolutely incredibly good at taking photos. But you also need to have like a picture where it's like, what are you selling me? Because this was unclear. And it took me a minute to realize, oh, it's single shadows. And somewhere in the post, it needs to say, what are you selling me? Sometimes I just want a clear product photo, because sometimes the brands do be selling you a dream and I'm not even sure what I'm like, what am I seeing? Color Story is beautiful though, but this is 2 bundles in one picture. I don't even know which bundle is which. I don't even know, I don't know any. Like, it's not clear. And when I go into the brand and I look at the things, they haven't posted anything about this bundle since this picture. So the pre-sale is starting real soon and we don't even know what you're selling. And this is me complaining. I know I'm petty. Some people are probably going to be like, no, I love that. I love seeing like pretty pictures like that. But as a makeup consumer, I'm like, what am I buying? Please just show me what I'm buying. These were released today on the Ulta website, and these are new KVD Beauty Good Apple Blush and Bronze Balm Duos. I don't think these are for me because I have felt, okay, I haven't tried the Good Apple Balm thing, but I already know from touching it in store and from seeing people wear it that it's not for me. It is a full coverage balm that is very dewy, and in my skin, it would just slide off my combo skin. It just would not work on my oily T-zone. And I'm thinking that since this is in the same packaging, since it's also called a balm, I'm guessing this is going to be somewhat the same. So I think I'm opting out. I also don't really contour, so I don't need like a bronze contour duo. And none of the blushes really look like a color that I would want. Other than that, I love the idea of like a duo. And I think a lot of people will look at this and be like, oh, this is really exciting. I'm not the one. Unless someone that has similar preferences than me tries this and they're like, this is my new favorite, then I might be persuaded. NudeStix has also released something new. This is the blush and lip tint with SPF 30. I don't need a blush with an SPF in it. My personal, I don't need that at all. But this is a multitasking, naturally tinted liquid blush for cheeks, lips, and eyes. A finish is radiant. And they don't look shimmery, so I'm guessing this is going to be a very dewy, which for me, a dewy, radiant multitasking product on the eyes seems like an absolute nightmare to me. I'm definitely not doing that, but it's nice to see that it is eye safe. This is one of those products that if you are a one product out the door kind of a person, you just dab a little on. I guess this is perfect for you. I'm not that, as you can see, I'm very high maintenance when it comes to makeup. So for me, I would not get good use out of this product whatsoever, so this is an easy pass for me. The new Tom Ford scent is also available at Sephora now. This is the Tom Ford Vanilla Fatale, and I'm fairly sure that this one has been slightly reformulated and put in a new bottle, and this is a warm and spicy gourmand scent, and honestly, I've discovered that some gourmand scents are actually for me. And this sounds nice because it is vanilla, mahogany, and roasted barley. And I'm fairly sure I read that there was some tobacco in here as well from before. I could be mistaken. We have a very good Tom Ford counter here in our Neiman Marcus in Austin. And they usually get all the news. So next time I'm there, I'm going to smell this one and see if it smells as good as I think. Because Tom Ford is very expensive. There's no way I'm blind buying Tom Ford. That's not the tax bracket that I'm in, but maybe you are, or maybe you've tried this from before and you want to try the reformulated one. It is available at Sephora. I will link it down below if you want to read up a little bit more. Let's get into the segment, brands you forgot existed. First out is Zoeva. That's a name that you haven't heard in a bit, right? They are coming out with a Pout Glaze High Shine Hyaluronic Lip Gloss. I don't know where Zoeva is available anymore. They used to be available in Sephora Europe. I don't know if they are anymore. I will be honest, I have not been in a Sephora in Europe for quite some time. I know they left Sephora Sweden at least, but they might still be in Sephora. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if they're still there. I feel like it was one of those brands that was really hyped, and then they didn't really, they didn't keep up with the hype. The hype died down, and they didn't come out with any products that people really talked about. The glosses seem nice, but they're very predictable colors. And yeah, I don't think that this is going to be the one that brings them back to like their former glory, but it's nice to see that they're releasing stuff. And I feel the same about this one. This is Jouer Cosmetics, again a brand that like was super hyped and then they kind of just died down, and they're coming out with 2 new shades in their crayon eyeshadows, and it is a bronze shimmer and it is a silver shimmer. I will say the silver shimmer, if that's a really good silver shimmer, that could be a really fun way of just adding a little pop of something in a stick. But is Jouer still at Sephora? I feel like they left Sephora, again, because they're like not popular enough. And part of me feels a little bit sad about it, but also like it's the name of the game. Like you gotta keep up. There is a new collection from Makeup Revolution, and this is the Y2K collection. And I feel like this could be a really fun one to add to your collection for spring if you are balling on the budget or if you wanted to try out some more pastels. And this is 2 eyeshadow palettes, I think, or maybe 3 eyeshadow palettes, 2 smaller ones, 1 bigger one with like pastels and purples and pinks and stuff like that. There's also a blush bomb, a primer, a loose powder, and what is that? A lip gloss. I mean, it's cute things and it's Y2K themed and it's very affordable. Like the primer is 15, the palette is 16, the small eyeshadow palette is 8. I mean, it's affordable prices if you wanted to try it out. I am very intrigued to try that new foundation from Makeup Revolution, and I've heard a bunch of you asking me if I can try it. So it's definitely on my list. It's one of those things that I would like to try and just get my opinion on before that like drugstore video. But let me know what you think about this one. I think it's fun to see some colorful things in affordable price ranges as well. I have not, I did try the Makeup Revolution eyeshadow formula last year and I thought it was decent. I've tried it before and some of it I hated and some of it was good. The one I tried now, it was decent. It was good. Not below my socks off good, but definitely like good enough for the drugstore, better than some other things from the drugstore. We've also seen more information now about the hair care brand that Beyonce was going to launch. She teased this, oh, when did she tease this? It was a while ago, but now we have a name. It's called Secreed. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It is coming on the 20th of February, which is fairly soon. I don't know if it's going to be launching on any other I don't know if it's going to launch in any other retailers or if it's just going to be on her own website. She does have a website where she sells her fragrances, and I'm fairly sure she only sells her fragrances through her own web shop. So I would check that out, and maybe there's like sign up early or something. Clearly, me and Beyonce do not have the same hair, so it's not something that I'm like, oh, I need it, but maybe she'll come up with stuff for different kinds of hair. I'm definitely trying to be on a hair journey. I don't know how I'm doing with that, but if it's something that's intriguing, I'm definitely not above trying it. But I also think that it's a really smart move for her to come out with hair products. And I have no problem myself with products not being targeted towards me, a white woman, because like, I'm gonna be honest, most beauty products already are. Last, I wanted to talk about Doodles by the Bunny that has announced that she's coming to come out with her own brand. And the brand is called By the Bunny. And immediately when I saw this, the first thing that I thought was, oh, Blend Bunny is coming out with something new. I thought that this was Blend Bunny changing her logo to announce that she's coming out with something more. And I was like, oh, I guess there's something more than the mascara. I think that Doodles by the Bunny has done an amazing job in this sphere, marketing herself, building herself up, and now announcing that she's going to do her own brand. I think that's amazing. I think there's a place for everyone in this space to create something that's like very them, and clearly she has a lot of ideas. I will say though, I am surprised that she is calling it By the Bunny and doing a logo that is so similar and so easy to think of Blend Bunny. That is already a very established brand. And my immediate thoughts when seeing this was like, oh, Blend Bunny, because it's bunny and it is the bee. But again, that is something that might change with time when you start like seeing products from this brand and you start seeing different things coming out. But that was the first thing that I thought. But I am very excited to see what it is. And she says she has a very clear vision for By the Bunny. I want a luxe feel that won't break the bank. Good makeup should be for everyone. I want simplicity but special. I want the products to be the ones you're proud to have on your vanity and ones to make you feel fabulous when you wear them, which sounds amazing. Honestly, I'm always excited to see stuff like this happen for sure. I cannot wait to see what this is. And again, this is not me bashing the brand or bashing Doodles by the Bunny. I think she is amazingly talented and this is a beautiful logo and it is a great name. But the first thought that crossed my mind when I saw it just was Blend Bunny Cosmetics because it's bunny and it's a bee. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about the releases this week. I'm trying out a new foundation and it is a glowy foundation. It is this one, the Makeup Forever. And I used it with a mattifying primer today and I still feel like it is just a smidge too glowy for my liking. But that's where we are. I want to hear all your thoughts about what you think about these releases down in the description box. There will also be a bonus video coming this weekend. I'm telling you now, for the people that are here on last. If you're here last, let me know down below. Put bonus in the comments and see if you're here to the very end. There's going to be a bonus video this weekend of a really exciting launch that's happening. Stay tuned. I'm going to have a full video all about that collection. You're going to enjoy that. But yeah, I hope you're having a great day and I will see you this weekend for a new video. Bye!